Hey there, everybody. This is Intuitive Edge, where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. Let's take another look at the 2020 scenario. We have quite a few people trying to stuff themselves into the Democrat phone booth, and it's getting quite full in there. Let's take a look at these. I'm going to take a look at the questions of why are they running? So we'll look at specific people. Why are they running? What's the obstacle he or she faces? What is the outcome for this person as far as getting the nomination? And I'm going to throw another question in there is, are they being considered as a vice presidential candidate? Now, I've have a inkling, as I've done some other spreads on these, that there is somebody that I think is being considered as a strong vice presidential candidate. And so I want to kind of see if I can confirm that today, and we'll get into that as we go. So as you know, if you've been following my channel, I've done quite a few of these already, looking at the various candidates, some independent, but mostly Democrat candidates for president. And I believe that this is the list I've done thus far. Senator Warren, Bernie Sanders, Cory Booker, Amy Klobuchar, Kirsten Gillibrand, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Eric Swalwell, Beto O'Rourke, Jay Inslee, and Tulsi Gabbard. Now, I'm not sure if I missed anybody, but that's who I think I've done so far. Now, that's about half of the people that we have that have thrown their names out there. There's a number of people who aren't running that may throw their hats in, but I don't think we'll get into those today. We'll wait until these people say, yes, I'm in, and I want to cram myself in that little tight space again. And who was it that was saying if enough people throw their names out there, somebody's got a good chance to get in the White House, right? Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. So here's the rest of my list, and there may be some people that maybe I haven't heard about. I tried to get my list from a couple sources online, and so let me know in the comments if I missed somebody. And I don't know if I'll get to all of these names today. We may look at 3 or 4 of these. I don't want this to be a terribly long video. But we have, I think he's a governor, Hickenlooper of Colorado, Chris Murphy from Connecticut, Cuomo from New York, Michael Bennet from Colorado, Pete Buttigieg, I'm not sure how to say that, Buttigieg I think is how it's pronounced, Seth Moulton, Tim Ryan, Julian Castro, John Delaney, Wayne Messam, I think he's a mayor somewhere, Marianne Williamson, Andrew Yang, and most recently, Mayor de Blasio. So that's what we've got so far. I'm going to pick, I don't know, about 3 or 4 of these names, and then we'll get started. Okay, first up is Governor, I believe he's a governor, Hickenlooper. Let's take a look at him. So, why is he running? Okay, all right. I get the main thing is he wants to defeat President Trump. That is his motivation, primarily. I think he is maybe a little obsessed with getting Trump out of office. Oh, I'm sorry, I probably should tell you what card came out. Okay, the reason I say that is because he's got the upside down King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands comes up a lot in reference to President Trump, and seeing that reversal tells me that he definitely, that's his primary motivation, okay? That's what he wants to see, okay. All right, next question, obstacles he faces. Okay, he's got the 7 of Earth. Okay, this is a card about waiting. I'll show you the picture here. I've got my cat's deck back, so we're doing Cat's Tarot today. So this cat, as you see, is lying in wait for the mouse to come out of the hole or the rodent to come scurrying out where he'll pounce. Okay. Okay, so I get that it's timing is probably his biggest obstacle. I think he's waiting for I think he needs to act and not wait. It's like wait. It's like you're waiting for the right time or the right moment, or wait. Or it's like you. This needs to be about his, and this is his obstacle. Is waiting for the right time. You might be waiting all day. I think this is requiring action on his part. Probably get your name out there, get your message out there, do a little bit more canvassing, a little more getting your name out there. A lot of people probably don't even know who he is. And so I think that's his biggest obstacle is he's waiting for something, but that he needs to take action. Okay. So the outcome as him for the Democrat nominee, he's got the 6 of Earth on that. I take that as like the give and take card. I don't see that as a strong card for, yes, he's going to be the nominee. And again, I think there's something with that waiting, like maybe he's waiting for funding. Maybe he's waiting for things to come in to help fund, people to donate, trying to get things in line before he makes moves. And I think that's kind of holding him back. The 6 of Earth is kind of the give and take card. It can be sometimes you've got somebody rich that you're receiving from. It can be giving or receiving. And I think this could be in the form of like campaign donations that he's hoping will come in or waiting on. Now, the last question is he being considered as a vice presidential candidate running mate for anybody else? I don't sense that. I pulled the reversed Queen of Fire. And so I don't think so. So anyway, that's that. All right, on to the next person. Okay, next up is Julian Castro from Texas. Okay, so why is he running? I've got the Emperor card. Now again, this is a strong authoritarian card. I think he sees himself as fit. And I think he's got a lot of aspirations to be in charge and to run things the way he wants. I see him as being a dominant in the controller quadrant, if you're familiar with the 4 quadrants of the personalities. I don't know this person, but that's the feeling I get, is that he's very much a take charge kind of person. So he's crossed by Lady Intuition, the priestess, and she's on the reversal. So I think he's very much like a left brain, forward thinking, about what he's going to do next, but he doesn't have a lot of the intuitive side. So he's kind of more hands-on sensing kind of person, but not much heart. So he's kind of all head and not heart. That's kind of what I get. That I think this is that he, with the reversal of the High Priestess, that's what she looks like upright. I think it's also that that it's about connecting with people too, and you might have a hard time connecting. Kind of people want to have somebody that they feel is, not a soft person, but they want somebody that they can relate to and kind of feel a little bit of warmth from. And I don't know, with that Emperor underneath, that he's a real warm, kind of friendly, engaging kind of person. I think he's kind of like, he thinks he is, but he's more like get it done, task, and I think he's more that type of person, not the warm, relatable, friendly type, okay? And that could be an obstacle for him. If people want to feel, if they're going to vote for you, they want to feel like they can relate to you, or that they like you. You got to be a little likable. So all of that kind of in the mix could be an obstacle for him. Okay, outcome as Democrat nominee. Now he's got the Grace card. He's got the Balance card on that. So okay, well, this is really interesting, guys. He's got all 4 cards I pulled out for him are all major arcana. That's interesting. Not all are upright. For me, this is like he's a strong candidate, or a strong person, or a strong personality. He may go a little bit further than some of the others as they begin to drop out inevitably. But he's got the Grace card. This is the Temperance card for those familiar with the tarot. So he's either looking to bring balance, or he's kind of wading through a narrow channel, inching his way closer as the Democrat nominee. I think he's got some potential there. I don't know overall. There's a lot of candidates that have a lot more name recognition than he does. So I don't know, going into this, how that's going to help serve him, but he's definitely got the tenacity to hang in there. So let's see where that will take him. Underneath, well, not underneath, this is card number 4. Are they being considered for a vice presidential candidate? Is anybody else looking at him going, oh, I want, him as a running mate? I don't think so. He's got the Tower reversed on that. Okay, that's reversed. This is the Tower upright on my little kitty cat deck here. So Tower is kind of like things falling apart. And with that, on that question of vice president, I don't think he's being considered. And he may not want to be anybody's vice president anyway. I kind of get the feeling that he would like to be the one in charge and not somebody's, right-hand man. So, so that's the feeling I get from him. All right, on to the next person. Okay, so next up is Pete Buttigieg, not sure how to pronounce that. So if any of you know and want to do the phonetics in the comments and help me out, that's fine. Thanks. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. So he's got the 3 of Fire as the first card out. So that's like, why is he running? What's his motivation? And when you have the 3 of Fire, it's about it's like your vision. It's like seeing the end game and having a plan and seeing where you want to go. And with that reversed, I don't know that he's real clear on his motivation. Now I'm wondering if I'm interpreting that right, but I'm getting a real mixed feeling with it too. And compounding that, it's crossed by the Empress reversed. Empress is about self-nurture, self-love, and care, and also about nurturing and caring for others as well. When it's reversed, it can be like not taking care of yourself or not considering yourself, or I wonder if I'll be right back. Okay, I had to sit and think about my words for a minute before I just start blabbing. This almost feels to me like he's got a personal view or issue dealing with himself. Okay. This is so hard when I sense and feel something, and I'm like trying to put it into words and describe what I'm seeing or feeling. What I feel these cards are saying is that he has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, okay? He's got something that he hasn't resolved within himself. And I think he's looking for validation. Okay? I know that might sound harsh, but I think this is about him establishing validation for himself and about feeling as though maybe it's to compensate for something that he's lacking inside. So that's tough. It's tough to say. But that's what I'm feeling with him. I think he's that lack of self-nurture. I think he's looking for validation, and this is one way that he's trying to establish that. So not somebody I think that would make good material for President of the United States. Yeah. That's not good. That's not a good way to be. Sorry. All right. Okay, outcome as Dem for the Democratic Party. Outcome as nominee. I got the same card that I had for Hickenlooper on that. So the Six of Earth, the give and take card. So I'm wondering if there could be a meaning behind this particular card upright in that position. Again, with Hickenlooper, it didn't feel like that was right. I don't think it is right for him either. However, the number 4 card is, are they being considered by somebody else as a vice presidential running mate? And I get the Magician card, which means that he probably is. So one of the other people out there is going, I wonder, if Buttigieg would want to team up, So he may be looked at. Doesn't mean he will be selected as a vice presidential candidate, but he's being looked at by somebody else. And I don't know who, but anyway, that's what I'm sensing with him. Okay, so all right, on to the next person. Next up is Michael Bennet from Colorado. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, Michael Bennet from Colorado. The very first card was the same card that came out for Pete in the last reading. It's the Three of Fire reverse. Now, this card is about foresight, seeing the end game, having a vision where you want to go. As a reversal, it can bring just some discord, lack of cooperation. So I think this card on the reversal on what is your motivation for running? I think it's wanting to change direction, change vision, probably for the country, change where we're heading, that kind of thing. Now it's crossed by the Devil card. Devil card reversed. I get the feeling that he probably has some hidden motives, probably. Little hidden agenda. Like there's something that he, about himself maybe, that he may not want uncovered, or he's got something that he is kind of pulling back a little with, that he doesn't want outright. So I think he's got a little hidden agenda. The outcome as nominee for the Democrat Party, he's got the 10 of C, but it's reversed. Generally, this is a really positive card. It's 10 of C. It's a happy card, but as a reversal, it can put a damper on your aspirations. So I don't know that he'll ultimately get the nomination for Democrat president. So I think there's a damper on that. Okay, last question. Is he being considered for vice presidential running mate? Now, with that, I've got the Earth Kitten. I almost said strength. That's the Earth Kitten. This is a page. Pages are messengers. So I think that he is being considered as a vice. You know what? I think Elizabeth Warren is considering him. I don't know that, but that's who comes to mind when I say that. And I've thought about this before, actually. He's in a very strategic state, Colorado. It's a purple state. And I would think that a smart Democrat candidate for president would be looking to team up with somebody who is in a swing state, or somebody who is in a state that's teetering one way or the other. Maybe not official. I think though Colorado is officially a swing state now. Anyway, it's gone through some changes, but I think that that Elizabeth Warren might be looking his direction. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But whether or not it's her, I think he is being looked at because of the strategy behind picking somebody from a purple state. So, and they've been working on Colorado, you know, trying to get rid of the electoral college process over some of these states. And so they're working hard on Colorado. So that's my take on it. Okay, so nothing screams, yes, this person is really going to go the distance out of these 4 that I looked at. I'm going to leave that here. I know I've got more to do, but I've only got so much time in the morning to do these videos, and I don't want to do like an hour-long video on all these candidates. So we will revisit this. We will do a couple more people, maybe in the next couple days. I'll try to get to this again. So anyway, I hope you liked it. If you do, leave a like. Please hit subscribe if you have not to get notified of my videos. So I appreciate you stopping by my channel. This is Intuitive Edge, and we will catch you next time. Bye for now.